Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here of businesswithtrading.com, doing a trading strategy recap for the 20th of April, Monday, and today was another good day in the markets. It was great to be able to get back to the markets after a nice weekend, and it just turned out to be one of those days. The price moved up pretty nicely in like the first 15 minutes. It gapped up nicely, moved up, some sideways movement, and moves up again, and some more sideways movement. We missed a couple trades today, and that's something that just happens. You know, um, would you rather miss a trade, or would you rather have a trade that actually just went unsuccessful on you? It is what it is. Statistically, from a psychological point of view, a lot of traders would rather lose money on a trade than miss a trade. Me, I'd rather just miss a trade. I'd rather not miss a trade or have an unsuccessful trade, but picking out of the two, it is what it is. You got to go with the one that's least destructive on your P&L. So anyway, we did miss a couple trades today. We had two trades that we actually took. We took a trade up here that was pretty aggressive, and we got long here. We ended up taking it off right in here. Price came up as it started rolling over. We had in our order, and we just got out right there. Price came down, chopped around a little bit. We tried to get long a little bit lower, missed it, and it is what it is. That's one of the trades that we missed. I'm not going to talk about them all because it really doesn't matter. I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on stuff that actually matters. Because that's what trading is about. You focus on what gets you from point A to point B, and then point C to point D, and then point D to point F, and then all those in between, all the way. And trading is a journey that never ends. And because of that, it's a lot of fun to be able to be on that journey and be able to, see yourself, progressing and getting better. But anyway, our next trade was over here. We watched price come up, we missed it, and we just had to sit there and watch it. It came up, we got long right here, and we sat through price. We watched it a little bit, didn't really do much, and then we ended up getting out over here. We ended up getting out right over here. Price came down, chopped around a little bit, and then it, obviously after we closed the room, it continued chopping around. So, it is what it is. Sometimes it happens, and 1 3/4 points isn't that bad. We can add that to our already stellar month of April and keep going. We come back tomorrow and we do it all over again. That's what day trading is all about. Day trading is probably the most psychological, intensive trading that you can do. It's something that if you let it, it will beat you down. Swing trading can do that as well. But day trading can do it faster. You can make money fast, but you can lose it fast if you don't know what you're doing. Or maybe if you do know what you're doing, you just have some destructive characteristics that you haven't, dealt with. And most of those are underlying. Like, most people don't know that. Some school did a study. I think 2/3 of all people or 3/4 of all people have some kind of a psychological disorder. And saying that it might seem really bad. But their version of a psychological disorder doesn't mean that everybody has, something really bad, like they see dead people everywhere or something. It means that they have something under the surface that they're unconscious of that's a hindrance to them. And viewing it like that, I would say there's a lot more than 3/4 of the world like that. But it's something high. It's a very, very high number, looking at it from that standpoint. You know, I like that study. I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to have to look up and find out the details about it. But just like that study, there are a lot of studies out there that are just complete bullshit. So you really have to do your own research and, find out what works, what doesn't work, and what can actually help you. I've spent um, about a decade helping other people become better traders. And it's been awesome. It really has been. To see others grow and, progress and just start doing better. That's what everything should be about. That's what life should be about. How can I help somebody? How can I, make this happen? And then as you become a better trader, you get to do stuff. Take vacations. You can donate to, charities that you like, or, whatever you want to do, you get to do that. And that's what trading provides. But, like I talk about all the time, to be a trader, you have to be able to be patient. My style, I like to, wait on setups, and I take them when they happen. We took 2 trades today, and they were both successful. Yeah, we didn't make much money. We made 1.75 points. If you're trading our style in the room, that's what you made. If you're trading more than that, you made a little bit more than that. But the way that I show our P&L is with what we do in the room. In the room, we trade a max contracts of 2. There's a better way to word that. We trade a maximum contract of 2. Okay, whatever. We trade 2 contracts maximum in the room. Because we get a lot of new traders in there. Some are seasoned, but a new trader starting out and they see me trading 20 contracts. What do they initially gravitate towards? Oh, I want to trade a lot of contracts too. How do I trade a lot of contracts? Oh, I have $10,000 in my account. Yeah, I can trade a lot of contracts. Let me just throw a lot on right here. And their risk management goes straight to hell. And that is a good sign of blowing up your account. I had a good friend of mine a few years back, and it was pretty sad watching this, but, if there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can do. A good friend of mine. And he's like, I'm going to get into trading. I'm going to see what I can do. Luckily, he did not start out with a large account. I think he had like 12 grand or something like that. That might seem like a large amount to some of you. Some of you might maybe not. It's all relative, really. Because if you're looking at it on a risk basis, it doesn't matter the amount. So, anyway, that's what he started out with. And he said, well, I have this much in my account. I think I'm going to trade 10 contracts. I can do that no problem. Have a $500 day trade margin. 10 contracts, that's $5,000. I have a $12,000 account. I'm okay. And I warned him. I was like, that's way too much. That's over leveraged massively. But, of course, what do I know? I'm not him. I'm not in his head. Yeah, maybe I've been training people for a decade, but, it is what it is. So he continues. He's like, okay, I'm trading this. Oh, I lost a few points. I'll keep trading. Maybe I'll trade 15 contracts now. And, of course, I advise against that. I'm like, you should be trading 2 or 3 contracts. Ideally, 2 contracts, because you have a 12 grand account. You have 5 grand per contract, that's 2 contracts. 3 would be pushing the limits. But 15 is way past that limit. That's like, I don't know, something pretty bad. Something I can't say here. And but that's basically what it is. So anyway, that's what he did. So a few months go by, the account is no more. I think because he had $500 day trade margins, I think he ended up taking out a little under 500. Because he had such huge contract size, he gets stopped out and you lose a little bit. So he had a little bit under $500 and he takes it back out. He doesn't trade anymore. He's got a job doing something else unrelated to trading and does not watch the market. Why is that? Probably because he got burned. We don't talk markets anymore. We talk about other things. But that's what can happen if you don't have the patience, the willpower, if you don't have a proper trading strategy. A plan that tells you, this is what I should be doing. I don't want to deviate from this plan because I know that this plan will eventually help me to become a professional trader and make as much money as I want to make. Because that's what a proper trading plan will do for you. So anyway, hopefully that made sense. You got something out of it. I know I went a little long with that. But it goes along with, I've had some conversations with a couple people and goes kind of along with that. So hopefully you got something out of it. Now I want to talk about a trade that we actually made on Friday with our option service. And that's right here, the IWM. We were able to take a trade on Friday right here. It was a very nice trade. And we ended up with the... Man, I write badly. May 125 calls. Yeah, I write pretty bad. It is what it is. I'm used to typing everything. But anyway, we got the May 125 calls. We paid $1.63 for that. Right here. Okay? So the market opens right here today and starts to jump around a little bit. As price comes up here, we were like, alright, let's go ahead and exit at $2.05, which is approximately a 25% return from Friday towards the end of the day. And this is approximate entry, give or take about 10 cents. I'm not sure exactly where we entered. I didn't look that up, but it was right around here. We paid $1.63 for May 125s. And price bounced up. And we were able to take them off 205, 42 cents, 25%. Boom, that's it. Price did come up a little more. But that's not what trading's about. Trading is not about catching the exact bottom and the exact top. Why did we go long Friday? Because there was a very, very good chance that we would see a move higher. If price did come down a little bit today, there was a good chance that it was going to pop up sometime before Tuesday or Wednesday. The price moved up Sunday night and today, Monday, and we got a nice move out of it. We were able to take some profits. We left maybe 40 cents on the table, something like that. But I'm happy. We made 25% in a day. The risk was very minimal, and we had reward. We had nice reward. And 25% a day, some people would be like, yeah, it is what it is. But a lot of people out there would probably love that. I know when I first started trading, I didn't get 25% in a day. I got some really nice swing trades when I first started trading, but I got some really shitty ones too. I probably got the best prices that most people got in Apple and Priceline, but I probably got some pretty shitty prices in other companies. Like Dell Computer went straight sideways. And I remember that one because that was my first trade ever. Dell Computer. Apple was number 2. Dell shit on me. Apple moved sideways for a little while and it started taking off. And that's what, options are kind of the same way. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're just buying companies that you like, sometimes they'll shit on you. Sometimes they'll go your way. And that's why you really need to be able to put the probabilities in your favor. What are the chances that I will lose my entire $1.63? Well, they're very low. I have a good chance of making about 30-40 cents. And that was my thinking going into this trade. I'm going to make about 30-40 cents on it. And I'm going to be happy because that's what I am looking for. A 25% return in a day. Well, a little less than a day because it was Friday afternoon. Yeah, we had to wait a weekend, but you can't trade over the weekend, so that doesn't really count as a day. So we got out this morning, and it was a little bit under a day. And that's really what our trading's about. Now we've made over $5 in our option service for April. Of course, $5 equals $500, and that's per one contract. So, you're trading more than one, and the money adds up. Did I trade one contract here? Hell no. I traded more than that. And that's one great thing about trading ETFs like this, the IWM, the spiders. We don't do it that often. But when we do trade this, we know that we have liquidity in them. We're able to get in and we're able to get out very, very easily. And that's a requirement of what we trade in the option service. That's why I trade what I trade, the ES in the day trading room. That's why I trade certain things in the future swing trade group. Because I want to be able to get in and get out. That's an important part of trading. There's so many factors involved in trading. It's crazy. It's like when the first time you learn how to drive a car. I don't really remember everything, but I do remember I had difficulty pushing the gas and the brake pedal with only one foot. Like, why don't I just use both feet? And then when I learned how to use one foot for both, it was so simple. But different things like that, or being a drummer, using your foot for the bass pedal and being able to do a different beat with that than you do with your hands, when you're hitting the drums. All of that requires a different skill set, and they can all be learned. Trading is that exact same way. So anyway, feel free to share your thoughts if you got something out of the talk today. If you want to add something, feel free. Comment section below. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.